Hey guys, how we doing?
Good.
First, how was it out there today?
Beautiful. It's a gorgeous golf course, an amazing piece of property, and it's here in the state of Alabama, and it looks, growing up in New England, it looks like a course that would be in the hills of New England. It was spectacular.
UAB series going to start the season. You had made a point that you want to start off with a win after last year. That's a tough opponent in game one.
Yeah, it's a really tough opponent, but that doesn't matter. The idea is, Auburn and UAB have got history. UAB's got tremendous basketball history, and I'm trying to build something, and it's a game we should play. I mean, there's no question about it. The fans want to play it, and so we've got a good 4-year arrangement, and they're an NCAA tournament team, and we want to get to the tournament. We got to beat teams that are going to be in the tournament. So yeah, they bring a lot of guys back, and we have a lot of new guys. So.
You feel pretty good about that environment with Georgia the next day and a home crowd and all that?
But listen, we lost a lot of games at home with a sellout crowd, so the crowd's not going to beat UAB, I guarantee you. But it'll be a game that we can point to early about. We got to be ready to play early because we got UAB and then Colorado is coming in there on the heels of that one, and I never really worry about when these games are on the schedule. Is it the right game? Is it the right opponent? And I think UAB is the right opponent.
What have you seen from just Kareem Canty and scrimmages after having a season on the bench?
Well, Kareem, he's got a chance to be one of the top point guards in the league. And if you're one of the top point guards in the league, you have a chance to be one of the top point guards in the country. He's been off a year, and I haven't coached him yet because he's been on a scout team and so on and so forth. So I have to see how he adjusts to what we do and how we do it. But he's got great ability, and I do know that there are going to be situations we're going to be able to end possessions, and having a point guard that we can have the ball in his hands to end that possession, whether it's with a shot or a pass, will be important. But we're still not done. We got more work to do to finish this roster out, and we'll see. We'll see as we go through the spring whether there's any more additions that could make a difference.
Taj has been your starting point, well, not yours, but Auburn's starting point guard for 2 seasons. Is that a position that you consider to be open going into the summer practice?
It's wide open now. It is, and Taj played off the ball a little bit for me this year, but he will play point guard some, and so to have Kareem and Taj at that position, competing in that position, knowing that Taj can slide off the ball, I think it's good. We lose 4 senior guards, so there will be, and all 4 of them were probably better offensively than defensively, so we'll be better team defensively. Will we be better offensively without KT and Antoine, Malcolm, and KC? That's going to be interesting to see whether that's the case.
How's Taj doing with his recovery and surgery?
He's doing fine. He's got both harnesses off, and the fact that he academically was able to get through the semester. For a couple of months he could only write with the right hand, and a couple of months he could only write with the left. So it was tough. But he's out of both slings, and he'll start to work out when we get back to summer school next week. And I would imagine he's going to be able to have contact by the fall.
Coach, in-state rivals out on the course today with you. How is competing with Avery, recruiting-wise, and out here on the golf course?
Well, I don't know what it's like to compete against him, but I know it'll be formidable. I mean, look, he was a great player and a great coach, and a great personality, and is a good man, and it's high visibility, high profile. So we'll just have to, compete, and we'll probably recruit against each other, compete recruiting-wise first, and then we'll play. But it'll be a good rivalry. There's no question. It's an important game, but it's a game that's on the road for both teams. Both teams are trying to get in the upper division of the SEC with some consistency, be in the NCAA tournament, and so it's a good rivalry. But there's a lot of good rivalries in the SEC.
Coach, when it comes to recruiting with Alabama now with the series rekindled with UAB, how important are those games when it comes to in-state recruiting?
Well, I just think that there are more things to in-state recruiting than the Alabama or the UAB games. It's national recognition, it's national prominence, it's ESPN, it's the non-conference schedule. Those are things that are really important. I mean, it's making the tournament. Which teams in the state, and quite frankly, UAB and Alabama have been a little bit ahead of Auburn recently. Which teams in the state go to the NCAA tournament? That's where the in-state talent wants to go, and to be able to stay at home. So that's what I've got to do if I expect to try to keep the best players home.
You had talked with Anthony Grant about co-hosting or going to the ACC or the Big Ten,
yeah,
right? Dual thing. Avery said he would be open to continuing that. Is there any developments with that?
We're working with a group in Birmingham to try and see about that. We've talked to I know the SEC offices right here in Birmingham have reached out to some ACC people and some Big Ten people to see if there's some interest. I mean, there's nothing on the radar right now, but I mean, I think it'd be great for us to host the Michigan schools, or for us to host schools in the Carolinas, and then return the games and have our fans travel a little bit and stuff like that.
Everyone on track to qualify? Or still got some work?
Well, I think we're on track. We've got academically on campus. I can speak to on campus. We had a really good semester, and this is 2 in a row. Five Auburn basketball players have graduated in the last 2 years. We're 5 for 5, and that's just hard to do. And it takes a village, and those kids worked hard, but the university and the support. And the APR numbers, won't be out until whenever they go out. But we got a chance to go back-to-back 1,000, and that's hard to do again. And that's the credit to the student athletes and the academic support people, and just the discipline. And our faculty working with our kids and stuff like that. So believe me, that takes a lot of time and effort.
Only because the semester just ended, the next semester will be coming up. Has there been anyone informed that they should pursue other opportunities?
No. I expect everybody, and I also think that we won't have all of our kids in the first summer session. It happens so quickly that some of the guys aren't done with summer school or graduation or stuff like that.